Before the Egyptian pyramids stood tall, before the Benin bronzes dazzled the world, there was Nok. Deep in the forests of what is now central Nigeria, a people flourished over 2,500. They mastered iron long before most of the world, creating art, technology, and mystery that baffles archaeologists to this day. Who were the Nok, and why did their civilization vanish so suddenly? In 1928, a British colonial officer stumbled upon something astonishing in a Nigerian tin mine. Buried beneath layers of earth were fragments of terracotta heads, ancient, expressive, and eerily lifelike. This was no ordinary village find. These were relics of an unknown African civilization, one that predated the Roman Empire. The site was called Nok, and it would give its name to an entire civilization lost to time. Archaeologists rushed in. What they uncovered would rewrite African history. Intricate sculptures, iron smelting furnaces, and tools that revealed a sophisticated society. For decades, this civilization remained a puzzle with no written records, and few clues to who they were or where they went. In 1928, a discovery changed everything. A British colonial worker, digging for tin in central Nigeria, uncovered a strange terracotta head buried deep in the earth. At first, it was dismissed as a curiosity, but more heads appeared. Then, torsos. Then, entire figurines, with hauntingly expressive faces. Archaeologists were stunned. These artifacts were old, very old. Radiocarbon dating placed them as far back as 1500 BC, older than the Roman Empire, older than the rise of Greece. The Nok had emerged from the shadows of history. Unlike Egypt or Mali, the Nok left no written records. What we know comes from the soil, pots, tools, figurines. Their art tells a story of a sophisticated people. Delicate hairstyles carved into terracotta, eyes wide open, mouths agape. Were they kings, priests, everyday people? The figures suggest a society rich in culture, ritual, and class. Some hold weapons, others musical instruments. A few sit on thrones. Were these gods, or just men immortalized in clay? Long before iron smelting became common across Europe, the Nok were mastering the art. They didn't just work iron, they transformed it. They forged tools to till the land, weapons to protect their domain, and possibly even symbols of status. Their iron smelting furnaces were advanced, with vents and clay structures, engineered for high temperatures. It's no surprise some scholars believe the Nok may have pioneered iron technology in all of sub-Saharan Africa. Life in Nok settlements was vibrant. They farmed millet and sorghum, herded cattle, and lived in thatched roof homes. Evidence of long-distance trade reveals that Nok communities weren't isolated. They were connected. Beads made from distant stones, tin from nearby mines, and perhaps bronze from even farther lands. Could they have traded with Egypt? With Carthage? It remains one of archaeology's tantalizing questions. And then they vanished. Around 500 AD, the Nok civilization seemingly collapsed. No epic battle, no volcanic eruption, no foreign invasion recorded, just silence. Some believe environmental changes caused rivers to dry and crops to fail. Others suspect internal strife or disease. Their descendants may have migrated, evolving into the cultures that later shaped Nigeria, like the Yoruba and Hausa. But the truth remains buried beneath the red earth. Though gone, the Nok left behind a legacy of creativity, technology, and mystery. Their terracotta figures are now housed in museums across the globe, silent witnesses to Africa's forgotten brilliance. For too long, African history has been told through the lens of colonizers. But the Nok remind us that Africa had its own renaissance long before Europe's. They remind us of the stories still untold. The Nok may have vanished, but their echoes remain. In the soil, in the statues, in the spirit of Nigeria. So the next time you hear someone question Africa's past, tell them the Nok were here. And they were brilliant. Subscribe to Echoes of Africa for more hidden histories, untold greatness, and powerful stories from the motherland.